Let me tell you about my friends over at Citrus America and their amazing juicing equipment. They're revolutionizing the way you enjoy freshly squeezed juice. They're at the best hotels, restaurants, and markets. Their mission is simple. Develop a unique consumer experience with on-premise juicing, deliver healthy taste options to clientele, and juice more faster. It's that easy. Citrus America supplies the highest quality juicing equipment and solutions in the industry. So whether you're a small business owner or a large corporation, Citrus America has the right juicing equipment for you. Find out more at citrusamerica.com. Hello, food fam. This is the Walk and Talk podcast, and I am your host, Carl Fiadini. Today, we are podcasting on site at Ibis Images Studios, where food photography comes alive. Get with John Hernandez. Check him out at ibisimages.com. Today, we're talking about lesser known, great quality cuts of meat that happen to be priced just right. Yeah, it was sexy today. This photo shoot was pure badassery. I cannot wait to jump into this. We got Chef Jeffrey Schlissel Meister in the house. And you know what? He's going to jump into some sexy food talk. Jefferson, baby, go.
You know, everybody's going to keep on thinking that every one of these episodes can't be your favorite because of the food.
They all are my favorite. It's all my favorite. Every week is better than the last week. What can I tell you, man? I don't know.
I mean, you got to work. The problem with
John, do me a favor. Give me a little bit less. There you go. Look, first of all, I have to give you props, Jeff.
Okay.
You too, John, because you're badass at what you do. But I'm going to talk about something specific here. You said, Carl, let's do something different. Let's instead of like ribeyes and tomahawks and all that, let's do some different cuts of I don't want to say traditional, but like lesser known cuts that fantastic flavor profiles, and they're a little bit less expensive too. And I'm like, I was talking to Milan over at Peninsula. I said, I wish this was my idea. But Jefferson Starship came up with the whole thing. Jump in, baby. What you got?
Yeah, so the thing about beef, you got to look at like the Texas A&M, where a lot of the food science is done on beef, and they're finding different cuts and how to utilize mostly the chuck part, because there's a lot of stuff that's coming out of there. Denver cut, mock tender, shoulder, with Terrace Major. And then the sirloin. And I think one of the things that makes Blooming Onion brand, which is the Outback Steakhouse, so popular and the way it became so popular was that Victoria Original, which is that sirloin, which is cut in that style of a filet. You're looking at a cut that is not really that sexy. It's a sirloin. It's, point blank, sirloin. It's got some veins in it. It's got maybe toughness to it, especially if you cut it the wrong way. It's not going to be one of those that's going to be eating that very well. But if you know what you're doing and know how to handle it, and you put the right seasonings on it, like today I was experimenting with Baharat, which I'm probably saying wrong. It's a Mediterranean spice blend. It's got some cardamom and some other layers of different spices in there. And then there's a North African pepper called Harissa, which is just this wonderful, got a little bit of heat to it, but not too much. It's not like a Scotch bonnet heat. And then this one was blended with some herbs as well, so it gave us some complexity to it. But it's how you manipulate the meat and you for the final product. Each time you sear, you have to listen. I always call it, when I'm training my cooks, there's a sixth sense, and chefs are going to be sitting there going, yeah, I get it. He's exactly right. I'm hearing him. When you get to that point where you know things are clicking and you hear things that are going off, and today I know I smoked everyone out. Thank God Smokey was here.
He did.
I was trying to get John a new studio.
He legit saved our lives.
Legit. Cast iron stove.
Wait a minute. I want to glaze over that.
I'm not. I'm going to go in detail.
Yeah, Smokey comes
Cast iron on the pan. I get called in to look at something. There goes Smokey back and forth. And I go, hey, your dog's pacing more than normal, John. Carl walks out. There's like smoke everywhere. I expected to see the fire going off too.
But you didn't hear what he said, though.
Who's smoking?
Yeah, he goes, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, he's like, Raggy. It was awesome.
A little moaning going on, but he was a good boy. And then, the accoutrements of what you put into the product too. And again, when you're looking at something and for you chefs out there and salespeople, pro tip, don't go in there and say your case of meat is X. That's not the way we look at things. We look at things at the, 1 or 0 foot level. We want to know exactly what it's going to cost on the plate. And when you're looking at stuff, especially, and Carl and I were talking about this, when you get into that December and fillets are going to be, or beef tenderloins are going to be through the roof, $25, $30 a pound for cut steaks. That's when you really want to dive in and say, okay, well, I got to shift gears where I need to go. And that's where these cuts of meat come into play. And then, you got to look at it, the technical aspects.
Stop. Listen to me, because I don't want to get so technical first. Before you jump into that, you didn't do sexy talk. I didn't hear about the
talk
pure,
about sexy talk.
No. We got to start this right. Talk about the puree. Talk about the potato skin.
Oh,
come on.
Yeah, your craveable parts.
Listen.
Actually, that's what you guys should talk about. What are your craveable parts? Yours was definitely the sauce.
My craveable part is whatever the hell is being cooked in here. I eat it all, or I take some home and I eat it as soon as I get back to the house. Are you kidding me?
So John last week, his meal was the fig encrusted or fig rubbed steak.
It wasn't just him.
Well, no, but your craveable meal that you ranted and raved about was the craveable chicken sandwich with the chicken sandwich. Right? But today was definitely that yellow pepper puree. And that's a classic.
I just want to be clear about something. I will bury my face in any of that stuff. Okay?
You're talking about the food, right?
Yes. Or not. Whatever. Yeah. I mean, truth. Yeah.
Right. Here's the thing. You got to look at what
open faced chicken sandwiches.
Right, exactly. The problem with people, they think they're going to reinvent something, and the problem is there's nothing's out there that's being reinvented except if it's going to be laboratory, which we've talked about in several different podcasts.
Which I took another two polls. Yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah, but for me, what's sexy is, and you asked me this too. You weren't in there. You were actually shooting John. Carl goes, "Do you like doing this?" And I'm sitting there just stirring aimlessly, looking like an Alzheimer patient.
Well,
stirring.
John.
Brussels sprouts.
Well, John was shooting. I said, "Oh, you know what? Let me leave you alone for a minute." And I went back in the kitchen, and he looked homely, just sitting there. He's got the pan. He's got his little.
I don't think homely was it. I just
well, you were in a deep thought.
Yeah, I was focused,
but it looked a little like Rain Man-ish.
Yes, I do get like that. Yeah. I've been told that.
So I was like,
yeah, definitely 4 o'clock. Just want me 4 o'clock.
So it made me ask the question of Jeff. I mean, do you love doing this? Because I'm just looking at you and I don't know if do you need a drink?
No, I mean, it was a rough one, dude. I mean, yesterday I was in Orlando. Yesterday night I went to the British Premier League, was doing their summer series. We saw Aston Villa beat Fulham. Had a great time. Jillian's never been to a soccer game, my daughter. It was great to have her there. At first she's like, I don't want to go. As soon as the game started, what happened? What's going on? And I told her, I said, this is all about life, having the ability to make memories.
Right.
And then, we came home. We woke up this morning, had breakfast, did the park, shot home, picked up my stuff, came here. Forgot 3 items. And that's the way things go. But I got here and we did it and we rocked it out and now we're doing the podcast.
Nobody knew.
No.
No. If it happens in the back of the house, it stays in the back of the house.
Exactly. And that's the thing in the industry is like when you're done with the shift and you're beating yourself up, the thing that you have to say to yourself is, did the front of the house know? Did the guest know? No. Then that's a win.
I would have never known. I mean, I was in bliss.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of bliss, talk about the puree.
Which one?
All of them.
All right, so we had the mashed potato puree, which is just basically what I wanted to showcase was you can make mashed potatoes any way you want, but there's also a way to do it in a way, the Michelin star way, right? And I worked for a chef. Every recipe that we had was about one, maybe half a page. But his damn mashed potatoes, and he's still to this day, he's very famous. He's still a stickler about his damn mashed potatoes. I mean, he had an SOP that no more than a half an hour on the line or it's thrown away.
I love that. You know, we're going to get Ibis Images Studios a star, right? We're going Michelin here at Ibis.
Yeah, Michael Kalantis. He's already been here.
Right.
He's been on, but now he has to come to Ibis Images and actually do a shoot.
Right.
But I wanted to showcase how to make it. And then the other flip side of things, what I'm trying to focus in on when we're doing these plate presentations is how to utilize the whole product. As a chef, I think we owe it to Mother Nature. We owe it to the natural resources and the farmers. So I took the peeling of the potato, air fried those, and I wanted another texture. And when you're doing food shoots, any photographer that's worth his weight will tell you, where's my colors? Here's your palette. There's food. Go do it. And that's one of the things now when I go shopping is like, okay, I got a steak. It's going to be brown. And then I go, okay, I need red, yellow, green. And I start looking at the plate that way. And then I build the menu we're going to shoot for that. And then we had English pea puree. Yeah, we had
fire.
We had sour cherry jam. That should be illegal.
Here, you know what I have to say about that? I have this to say.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's good.
We had asparagus tips that were blanched. We had this. Oh my God, the onion puree.
The onion puree. The other, what was the yellow one?
Oh, the yellow pepper.
Yellow pepper.
Yellow pepper coulis.
No, like seriously, you could. What I wanted to do is just do shots of this.
You don't like mushrooms. I put it on the mushroom. You're like, I didn't even eat that
No,
with the
I
mushrooms.
do. No, I love mushrooms.
But you were like, it even made the mushrooms tasted better.
Attention chefs and food buyers. Are you looking to improve your proteins program with quality and service by the best in the beef business? Reach out to Peninsula Food Service. With 25 butchers on staff, their services will dazzle you and impress your dining guests. Peninsula is the largest Creekstone farm distributor in the southeast United States. Let the gang at Peninsula Food Service cut your beef burdens away and ask about their dry-aged program. Look them up at peninsulafood.com. Well, what it did is it gave more complexity to the mushroom. It wasn't just a mushroom anymore.
Right.
It was a maitake, by the way. So it was mushrooms are great, but with that on it, it was like
Amplified.
Yeah. Now it became something special.
Right. The onion puree, I really want to get back to that one because BJ and Nicole and Keith did a pop-up in New Orleans, and they did a biryani, and they did the riff. The riff was biryani has caramelized onions that are usually topped off. They did a puree. And I'm like, I wonder how this would be. Here's me thinking outside the box as a deconstructed onion ring. And I did those. I sauteed them down and caramelized them in ghee. Ghee is, generally speaking, the Indian equivalent to oil. So it's butter, usually buffalo.
Butter.
Without any whey in it. WHEY. No protein, so it won't burn. So you can actually fry your food in that 450 degrees and won't smoke. It won't get to the smoke point until then.
Well, you got smoky. There was a smoke point today.
Yeah, there was definitely, there was almost a fire point today.
Yeah.
That's besides the point. But the way I wanted to get the complexity in there was I toasted up some on the side, some panko breadcrumbs to give it the crunch. But when you hit the ghee or the caramelized onion and with the bourbon, and then hit the steak, and then the Swiss char, which was rainbow Swiss char. Again, looking at all those colors, I was magical.
Oh my God, what was the other green?
Dandelions.
Dandelion. Okay, so listen,
A weed. Not which one you smoke.
Right.
Weed.
Yeah, man.
I mean, in the backyard, there it is.
Seriously, that was so good.
And all it was salt, pepper, and butter.
I know, but the flavor profile of that dandelion, it's a little sharp, it's
It's in your face.
Yeah.
Not as much as an arugula.
Right. It's less than, well, it's not peppery, but it's sharp.
Right. It's got that earthiness to it.
Yeah. But then when you actually, oh man, the whole thing was really good. Whatever you did to it, which was sounding basic, but you wouldn't know how basic it is. It's really elevated.
Again, it's nothing. Nobody's recreating food unless you get into molecular, product.
Yeah.
But it's simplicity. Patrick Kamel, Small Camachi, who I trained under in the Westin Bonaventure Hotel back in the early mid-90s.
Way back in the mid-90s.
I know people that could be their father, which is disgusting. He always, being a French chef trained and from France, I always questioned him, why Tuscan Italian food? I mean, the French are supposed to be known, that's your
And
food.
why that funny accent?
Right.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But he always said in Tuscany, they cut it from the vine and they treat it as the star. And that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to hide everything. And that's where I kind of developed, hearing him say that, that's where I kind of said, that's what I want to do. I want to showcase if it's going to be XYZ, I want to have that be the star.
So basically what you did is you said, come over here, dandelion. Look, you're going to be a star.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein without the creepiness.
Wow. Or a little bit of the creepiness. Not exactly the same, but wow. Yeah, all right. So, all right. So the accoutrements on all of the plates, we did 4 plates today. I was not disappointed. All right. I don't know that I have been really yet, but I have to say that today was one of the tops, really.
Yeah. Again, when you're working with great product like Peninsula and Creekstone Farms, I mean, we didn't really need a knife.
No. Well, so, right. So these, all right, let's talk about these like lesser known, hidden, cuts.
Diamond in the rough.
Diamonds in the rough. So talk about it. What did we do today?
So we had a mock tender or teres major. It's in the shoulder region. It's elongated. It looks like the tail part of the filet mignon. It has some of the marbling too as a filet. It has some of the flavor profile as a filet. A little bit more beefier than a filet because fillets can be a little bit flat, but it doesn't carry the same price.
No.
Which you can deflect a lot. I mean, you're looking at $8 on the plate just in protein.
I think what we're going to do today is let's later on, not now, obviously we're doing a show, but let's plate out. Let's cost the plate.
Sure.
And we can talk about that on the next go around, because if you're a chef or you're a purchaser and you're looking for something different, but then you're also looking to like make money. I mean, this is definitely a direction you want to check out.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about for the month of August how we're going to, do the proteins, and I would made the suggestion let's go back to trussing, because nobody's doing that. It's a lost art form. So I think that we can showcase a lot of different cuts. Even chicken can be chicken breast. Instead of doing your normal every run of the mill chicken parmesan with it slathered on top or whatever, we used to do one in Casabella in Dania Beach before they were in North Miami called Pastanache. We used to do one called Fruta de Mar, and it had calamari and shrimp and scallops, and then we stuffed it inside the chicken breast, rolled it, dredged it, trusted it, fried it, sliced it, and put it with a cognac blush sauce. The thing was just amazing.
But we're gonna do our own version.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to do. We're going to obviously going to do it more of the. John loves this smoke, so we're going to bring barbecue into the whole thing of it. So brisket, a porchetta, I think that's a must. When you're coming into August, September, October, porchetta is just one of those things. It's just, if you haven't had it, it's normally belly and a little bit of loin, and then you roll it up.
Those are the 2 worst pieces.
You can't go wrong on that.
Yeah.
Speaking of anybody locally, Kiwi Little Pigs, which is a heritage breed from New Zealand. Vicky Webster is looking to get rid of them. So if you guys know of anything, if you want to buy one, go ahead and contact Carl or myself. We'll make sure we get that information over to Vicky if you're local.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so she's got to get rid of some of the livestock.
No, it's
and
true
that's
story.
the big she's got one that's about 120 pounds, 140 pounds.
Nice.
Yeah, and then she's got some 30s and 40s and 80s. These things are really good for they're good for a lot of things, but they're really known for one thing, is charcuterie. A lot of fat cap.
Oh, I hate charcuterie. No, I don't.
Is it charcuterie or is it charcuterie?
Charcuterie.
Shark Week started yesterday or something like that?
I don't know. I don't get to watch TV. I work. I work literally.
Do you hear this, John? He works. Except for Thursdays.
Except for Thursdays, yeah. Today's like I wear shorts, a t-shirt, and, it's a whole different deal for me on a Thursday. But we're doing
the good work. We're doing the right stuff.
Did you hear that weir?
Let me just remind everybody, this doesn't happen without me. All right, I am the glue,
The conduit.
the conduit.
You said you're the key master.
Yeah. Truth is, yeah, I'm nothing without you guys and Peninsula. Really, I'm just a guy with a dream, man. Just a guy with a dream.
Well, your dream is to eat good.
That's all. I started this whole thing so I can eat.
And that's working out pretty well for you now.
It's working out. I mean, I gained 25 pounds and, geez, I'm sleepy. Yeah.
That's called food coma.
It is food coma. I literally, I can't eat anymore today. Although when I get home, I'll eat more.
True story.
It is true. Oh my God. Oh, so we just, what do we do here? I put, by the way, everybody, published on YouTube new videos for restaurant recipes. Put out an awesome lamb rack with herb emulsion, and that was from our boy over at Slate.
Oh, Kevin.
Chef Kevin Ho.
Yep.
Then we did what do we got there? It's an avocado and farro salad with Chef Greg Ritchie over at SoCo in Orlando, which is freaking fire.
Farro is one of those underrated starches that is just amazing.
And a grouper piccata with the chef Thomas Parker from the Carroll Hotel.
That's when he had the lemon foam, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so those were just published on YouTube. So if you're into the video and you want to see like really awesome, amazing chefs do their best work, check them out. You can go to our website at thewalkandtalk.com and you can find the links where you got to find the links to get there.
I see him looking at you.
Yeah, I'm doing the stare.
He's doing the stare down right now.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't do anything either.
What do you mean? He does a lot.
That's why I'm saying. That's why you're giving him the stare down, and it's because he's a busy man.
He's a very busy. Well, he's got a lot to do. He's a photographer extraordinaire, producer extraordinaire, graphic designer extraordinaire. Like the guy is like pretty extraordinaire. Extraordinary. You're extraordinary. Remember that from whatever the stupid show was back then, Jersey something or other.
I didn't watch TV back then.
Back then I did. Now I know nothing. I'm like 10 years back. What can I tell you? All right, so I did do a poll, an updated poll on the lab grown meat, and I had 4 choices. I had excited about its potential as a sustainable protein source. I have skeptical about the safety and long-term effects of the product, unsure but interested, and then prefer traditional, farm-raised meats. And this is what, 90 votes?
Almost 100.
Almost 100. I didn't say 100, but it's 90. It's because it's 90. 90% of that 90 traditional. They're going traditional. Want nothing to do with it. Nobody, 0.0% excited about it. And the next closest down was skeptical about the safety and long-term effect, and that was 8.9%. So, I mean, it's a thing. I don't think people want it.
Oh, I remember what I was talking about.
No, this is a scientific poll.
Well,
it is a poll, but it's a poll. It's a legit poll.
It is.
But
here's the thing when we're talking about that. Remember Olestra? Approved by the FDA, didn't have any fat content or added calories to the potato chip. But the warning was you'd literally poop yourself.
Yes.
So here's the USDA and FDA coming out and saying Olestra is wonderful. It's no problem for us to eat. And then within a year,
right? That
Olesta. Yeah. Olestara or something like that. Olestra. But literally, you have to have it now on the warning label that it could cause a sphincter meltdown, for a better lack of terminology.
Who knows what else it causes?
But that's my point. I mean, listen, they sit there and they prove things, and they've approved this lab chicken, but yet we don't know the fundamentals behind it if it's actually safe.
Correct.
Case in point.
Correct. Yeah, there's a lot of things like that happening these days in the scientific community where they rolling out a bunch of stuff without any, without creating any data, without having the data, without creating, building that data. I don't know.
Either do I. I'm not.
I feel like we're going in the wrong direction, but that's another story.
I'm not too happy about eating that stuff.
No, but let's. So you're putting together what are we calling this? A storyboard? No.
Yeah. I like about it. It's a roadmap for what we're doing for the different shots and the food shoots and the stuff that we do today if we're not on location.
Right. And we're going to kind of be on trend with the
national holidays for what the food day is. Like, for instance, in mid-August, there's Filet Mignon Day. And then I think it's in the 20th or 17th of August. It's my day. It's a Bacon Lovers Day.
Yeah.
So
it's my day too.
We're going to be showcasing bacon that day. And not just any bacon, mine. So hopefully I'll have one of Vicky's pigs at that point in time so I can go ahead and do some pork belly with that one and then cure it and then go through the process. Have that one.
Yeah, I'm all about it. So
you're now on notice, Vicky.
So the show is going to follow trend, and we're going to be cooking amazing dishes based on the trend. And Sir Jonathan Rodriguez over here. Hernandez.
No, that's the other guy over there.
The other guy. I just saw him the other day too.
I know, this is Hernandez. That's Rodriguez.
Yeah, Hernandez, Rodriguez, Gonzalez, whatever. So I'm only kidding, brother. So you got Jonathan Rodriguez is doing big things. By the way,
I know he is.
Yeah, I was over there at Salimar, and yes. Bar program expanding, food program expanding.
Nice.
Chef Alex is taking over there. Obviously, under Jonathan, and it's exciting. We're gonna be doing a walk and talk interviews with Chef Alex. Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Absolutely. But John Hernandez is going to be shooting all of these dishes. That we're going to be shooting whatever the month, day of the month, whatever.
Right.
So I'm excited about that. And you're going to be able to see all of this photography under your webpage on our new website that will be going live like super soon. Very excited about that. Don't shake your head, dude.
I wish there was cameras here.
Not today. No.
I just love the eye rolls. He's really perfected my wife and my daughter's eye roll.
And mine as well. He's rolled up all into one. Like You're not excited about this, John?
Of course. That was of course.
I am super excited about, because it looks badass. You didn't see it today, did you?
No, I saw the last time I was here. You went through and did some stuff, and I mean, it looks fantastic because each chef's going to get their own culinary partner. Mm-hmm. Each culinary partner is going to get their own page, and they're going to be spotlighted, which is what we need to do, and that's some.
Yeah, and you.
Oh, and me. But John and I have the book just got finished. It's going to editing for me on my book.
Yeah.
I've now reread the book, I think 400 times. And now I'm linking the recipes, not only in my family, but some stuff that we've talked about. Mm-hmm. We're going to be going and doing the food shoot too. So we're going to be talking about that on the podcast. The recipe shoots, I should say.
I really want to get food. It's going to be a lot of food. And we're going to be the epicenter of like the food world. I really want to be there because I think we're doing things different, and we're bringing it to the populace, to the foodie populace in a different way.
Yeah. I think the culmination, when I went to culinary school, to me, it was you either were a restaurant chef or a hotel chef. I never thought of working for a broadliner, never thought of working for a broker or being a person that's working for a group that's going to be cooking for race car drivers, or, there's so many facets that I didn't even think of. And we're going to be able to talk to people like Ashton, who is Thomas Keller's research and development guy, or somebody who is studying Indian food like Keith. There's so many other facets that are out there for us.
There are some big plans We have big plans. Big. No, it's the truth though.
No, I'm saying big.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to spill all the beans, today, but I mean, I am excited about the website because everyone's going to they're going to be represented. Everybody who we deal with on a regular basis will be represented on the site, and it's going to be pretty detailed, and of course you're going to have your blog that you're going to, be putting out. Mm-hmm. Your food photography on your page is sick.
Well, that's this one to my left.
Well, yeah. Well, listen, at the end of the day,
the collaboration.
It is. And what we're doing on site when we do the photo shoots, when we're filming, the other chefs, it's beautiful.
It's so difficult, but it's so amazing when it's done.
Yeah. And then when we're doing our stuff here at the studio, it's enhanced even more because it's in the studio. It's a little bit different. We're in a sweet spot, I think.
You want to tell everybody how much you downloaded from Friday to Monday? It's close to 50.
Hold on, I'll tell you. Talk for a minute here, Jeffrey.
Yeah, so
you're not talking.
I know, but I'm wondering what you want me to talk about. So you want me to talk about trends?
I guess you don't have to say anything. In the last 30 days, I stalled enough, just whatever.
Yeah.
In the last 30 days, we've done 187,000 downloads. Stupid.
But Friday to Monday was almost 50,000. I did the math.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did 50. Well, in 7 days we did about 54,000.
So 50,000 of that was Friday to Monday.
Probably.
When you dropped our last episode,
yeah,
from that Friday to that Monday. So thank you, everybody that's listening, everybody that's turning on their friends and coworkers, and whoever else is a foodie or thinks this podcast is something to listen to. We really do appreciate it. Just comment. If you can on any of the, I know one of my friends reached out and Carl said to them on social media, is like, we love it. We were on all of them. Please make sure you just give us a little high five.
Oh, yeah.
A little love. I'm trying to think who it was.
It was Sarah something? Was it? No.
No, Sarah wants to meet the meat fairies. I think everybody wants to meet the meat fairies. Just so everyone knows, on Wednesdays, generally speaking, I get a visit from the meat fairy. I don't have to lose a tooth to get the meat fairy to come to my house or wherever I need to go.
Espana.
Fiona. So
okay,
I have to do it. Fiona. Not the gumdrop buns.
That was you, not me.
I know. I saw the shirt. Sorry, I was just at Universal Studios.
So we're gonna do the rest of the podcast and
you can do
voices,
Mickey Mouse, no,
right? And you can do that. I'm like,
no, I'll do Gizmo more better.
All right.
From the Gremlins.
I think. Do you want to come play at our playhouse?
No.
All right.
There goes John rolling his eyes.
You know what? Listen, we're having fun.
At the end of the day,
when Old Man River over here wants to sit there and roll his eyes, whatever, it's fine. I don't care. How old is he?
He's younger than I am.
Yeah,
I'm the old guy. I don't know how I feel about that.
I love being the whippersnapper in the house here.
Yeah, we let you do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the young blood here, man.
Well, actually, the oldest one here just walked out of the room.
Yeah, he's 240. How old is he in dog years? There,
he's, I don't know. Is it 7 years for every year of a dog? 7. So yeah, he's old.
Yeah, he's like
100 and
he's like 300 years old. That's good.
112.
He ran today.
Yeah, I saw that because John was like, "Thanks for saving the house."
Yeah, he's like he came up to me and he's talking to me and I was like, "What, boy? There's smoke?" And he's shaking his head. Yes. He's come to the kitchen. He's shaking his head. He's like,
Lassie.
Yeah. If anybody knows Lassie out there, I don't know if that's still a thing.
No.
What are we cooking next week? Do you have it on the schedule yet?
No, but after I get home and fall asleep tomorrow, I'll let you know what we'll be cooking.
I wanted to break it today. You guys are slow.
Well, I ran into the guys from Red Gold, and they have Bloody Mary mix, which gave me an idea to smoke a pork butt marinated in God, everybody's staring at me.
I'm waiting for this.
I want to go ahead and marinate it in the actual Bloody Mary with vodka.
Okay.
And then I want to dry it out, and then I want to smoke it. And the mop is going to be the leftover marinade with some other ingredients that will caramelize as I'm doing it, so we'll get a nice bark. Then I'll roll it. So we can do some pulled pork next week.
I love the way that sounds. And you know what we need to do on one of the dishes? So we have a Citrus America juicer here at the studio.
Yep.
And we were experimenting with it today a little bit, and it's amazing because the way that it actually juices, it doesn't crush the peel enough to where you're getting that oil or that the pith.
Yeah, the bitterness. It also doesn't squish the orange as it's cutting, or citrus, I should say, because it does limes,
right.
Small grapefruits, and if it's the right size machine, a pomegranate.
Right.
It actually uses a sawing motion to cut it. And then when it squeezes, it doesn't squeeze so hard where a human will squeeze the living crap out of it because we're trying to get our job done because the chef is yelling at us to get this stuff done and make this whatever we're making.
Right.
The juice is just really balanced. This is the same Citrus America that we were out in Nampham, and I was like, this is literally, or no, it was actually the first time I met him was at Fothergill over in Universal,
the Doubletree.
Gateway, Universal
Doubletree at Universal.
That to me that's drinking Florida. It's Florida in a cup.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other better product that you can get out there.
Yeah, it's like the Mercedes-Benz of juicers. It's
not only that, it pays for itself because you go out, and I travel a lot now, and every time I see Tropicana, I'm like, no, it's not orange juice. That's processed, flavored water that looks like orange juice.
Even the color, like we were looking at it before, the color of what comes out of this thing, it's pretty amazing, and look, it's a juicer, great. Yeah, no, it's different, and it really puts out a great product. What I'm saying to you is, I think a few weeks ago or whatever, you mentioned something about having some sort of a citrus reduction or something like that we can use for, part of the ingredient base.
Yeah. So we have the Meemaw sauce, which is the barbecue sauce that has a lot of orange or tangerine in it.
Yeah.
The other one I want to do is thinking about we did orange beef or orange, or duck à l'orange. I would love to do duck à l'orange, but smoke.
Right.
Because that to me is it's mind blowing.
I'm going to be saying that the whole way home.
Duck à l'orange.
Well, it would be great if we were to use the machine and use that really fresh, beautiful.
So I hear pork is going to be next week and duck.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Is that what we're doing? Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it a lot.
Yes, we'll do some an Asian inspired and a French inspired duck.
We're going to be getting some. I talked to our gal over at Circle C Farms, Nicole Cruz.
Yeah, I know.
We're getting the Wagyu.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Seriously.
I'm going to be giddy. I'm going to be like a school kid.
We got to pick from the list.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it's a Japanese genetic black and also red Wagyu.
So not with an Angus, so it's not Wangus.
It's not. You're such a Wangus. Wow. Middle school was awesome. And I'm glad we get to continue it.
Of course.
Here on the show every week. But so it's Florida grown, Japanese genetic Wagyu. And see, John's excited. You heard that, everybody?
Yeah, but here's the thing: when you say Florida and Angus and all these other breeds that we're talking about,
Wangus,
or Wagyu, most of the time Florida is like, I'm not going to eat food, just the grass down there. Mm-hmm. But let us tell you that Nicole, the animal care that she has for her, like the cattle, the livestock, is absolutely unbelievable. So this product is going to be mind blowing. That's why I can't wait.
I know.
I mean, if her chicken is that good, and it's just chicken,
mm-hmm.
It's got to be that's got to be incredible. So hurry up and send it.
Yeah. Truth is, I told her not to. She said, "Hey, do you want me to put it in the FedEx this thing out today?" And I said, "No, let me get with the gang and let's see what we want to kind of mess around with."
Send me the list.
I'm gonna right.
Because that way I can sleep on it through osmosis.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have dreams about it. You know,
Of course.
I mean? Yeah.
And I can't wait when we get it and we play with it, because there's going to be different. You can't cook Wagyu the same way you cook other beef. You just can't. Especially A5. I don't care who you are. You're going to start a fire if you cook it a certain way.
Well, based on what I saw here today,
That was our most close. I was just testing his smoke detector, which didn't go off.
Strangely, didn't go off. Might want to check that out.
Yeah, I felt like Scooby-Doo in like the cartoon where he took his knife, his claw, and he was cutting it through smoke.
You can cut through the fog. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I do smell like I just worked a shift.
Feel like I feel like I just worked a shift.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home and I'm going to hate myself. I'm like, oh my God, what is this?
I feel like I got to go change the clothes before you get in the car because it's going to smell.
Yeah, I mean, or at least as soon as you walk in the house, you're undressed. Right on the floor.
Yeah.
Done.
John doesn't have that problem.
No.
He's home.
He's home. Your whole house smells. You got to go wash your sheets and everything. Good job, dude.
Just trying to get him a new studio.
Wow. You almost did it today. Wow. All right. What else you got? What else is going on? It's we're coming up on 40 minutes, man. I think we're how we doing?
You know, we got some stuff working that we're going to talk to some people around the country to help us out. That's going to be really killer to look forward to. Some segments we're going to do. Yeah,
some chef on the street segments. I also have a food writer, well known, Central Florida area, who is probably going to do the same. I'm not going to reveal yet who that is, nor are we going to reveal who these chefs who will be dotted around the country are as well. But it's going to be something where what would be great, right? As I swallow W's there, what would be great is if the Walk and Talk podcast was on, not only just on trend, but part of the trend. And if we can get because these are all high end chefs, all the cats you were talking about earlier, they're high end with a background, with all unique histories and backgrounds, and they're well known. We can start the trend, and the truth is, we're kicking ass. We've stayed in the top 10 pretty much
for a while now.
for the last like 2 months. You know, I mean, we peaked at 4, and I'm really disappointed that we couldn't get to number 1. But you know, obviously, this is a long game, so you know, maybe it'll happen someday. But we're staying strong in the top 10, man, and that's. You know, we're going up against some heavy hitters too.
Well, you know, you look at, and people are like, well, how do you find the trends? And you look at the magazines like Flavor and the Menu. That's another one that I look at a lot. Data Essentials. They actually have spiders that go out from their websites and their web search, and they see what menus are doing and what people are doing, and then they pinpoint what's becoming popular. Like I walked into Sprouts, and when you see a sauce get on the shelf, you know that it's been accepted.
Yeah.
And there was a Peruvian jelly. And I've been saying for a while now, the last probably 2 to 5 years, I've been saying Peruvian is the next one.
So when I'm going to embrace that. But when I hear spider, I think,
Yeah, the stuff that you don't want to deal with.
No, I think, was that Goodfellas, right? No. Wait, no, what was that? Oh my God.
You're thinking about when I was at the ECF last week and we did
Spider, like, hey, Spider, come in. And Joe Pesci blasts him.
that was not
that Goodfellas?
Well, it could have been Goodfellas, but he was in so many different ones, though, Joe Pesci, for the mob stuff. You mean, are you talking to me? Are you talking? You may make you laugh. Are you? No, I'm not talking about Robert De Niro.
That's Robert De Niro.
When Joe Pesci goes, am I here to make you laugh?
Yeah, that was Goodfellas.
That was Goodfellas.
But Spider, that wasn't. What the hell? I can't believe I'm having a brain
aneurysm.
No, thankfully.
Because you forget.
Forgetting is one thing, you know.
That's called old timers.
You know, clocking out for the.
Well, that's different.
Is it a whole other?
It's a whole other realm. Wow. See, you know what's going to happen? 3:00 in the morning when you go to the bathroom.
Whoever's listening to this, you know,
Just comment.
Make a
Where
note,
does that
comment.
spider?
Where's Spider from? I can't believe this. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed.
I gotta watch those old movies.
Forget about it. All right. Listen. What are you doing? Oh, you're looking it up? Producer? All right.
He's trying to get you then.
No, okay. Look it up. What are we talking about here?
Keep on going, he said.
He's right.
He's doing the Google.
He's doing the Google. I would still want somebody to leave a comment. Listen, people, thank you very kindly for all the support. What do you got, John? Oh, you don't have...
He's
really?
still looking for it.
I can find it in 2 seconds. All right, whatever. Roll the freaking music. Give me a spider,
You know what the problem was for me today?
Huh?
I didn't have an espresso when I got here.
Oh, dude, he made me...
Shut up. I know, because you were drinking.
He made me a cafe
should-
but
that-
no, but it was like extra strength. It was
Because you thought it was for me.
no, I needed it. I was dragging ass today.
Hello?
You usually come with a whole...
Bippity boppity boo.
The bippity boppity bing boom bang. Yeah. All right, Jeff. I sincerely appreciate what you do here at the studio.
Thank you.
And how you're becoming, more and more part of what we're doing here. Obviously,
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
I was right. It was Goodfellas. All right, that's what I thought, man. Damn. Should never second guess yourself, people. Go with your gut. Always go.
You're second guessing yourself right now.
Like right now.
By the way, huge shout out to one of our farmer friends, Amy Yee,
Yes.
who put the actual poll that you did.
Yes.
And some of the comments were absolutely hysterical.
We're running out of the music here, guys. Thanks a lot for following along. Appreciate you. Love you. We are out.